Shalom, everyone. Rabbi Eric Solomon with some very early morning Torah this Friday. So listen, this is Rosh Chodesh, or the beginning of the month Elul, just started yesterday, and that means we're approaching Rosh Hashanah, basically a month from now, and that means it's time for us to do that internal work, looking towards the new year, as we enter the Shabbat. And I want to talk a little about forgiveness. So, there is a powerful teaching in the Talmud that says basically anyone who is angry worships idols. And the interpretation I like of that concept, because it wasn't meaning to worship idols, is that when you get angry, is that when you get angry, you lose control of what's important. You lose control perhaps of the Holy One, of your spirit, of your soul. You perhaps lose focus on what's important in life, and all you are controlled by is your anger. And particularly if someone hurts you, what the sad reality is that even if that person has moved on or is back doing something else in the world and life has passed, it could be days, months, or even years. The fact that they've hurt you and you're holding on to it so tight, it's like they're an idol. It's like they are still controlling you. They're long gone physically, but they have you spiritually. So forgiveness during this time is not about, quote unquote, everything was okay and I say everything was fine and I wasn't hurt. It's not true. Forgiveness is about giving it back, and this is in kind of taking it out of you and not letting it control you and not becoming an idol to you. There's a powerful story about a Holocaust survivor from Indiana, maybe some of you know it, who famously forgave a Nazi later in her life when she's now deceased. And she was harshly criticized by other survivors for doing so, for forgiving this particular doctor, I believe it was, who had done, sadly, experiments terribly on Jews innocently. Is horrible. He asked forgiveness and she forgave him. And what she said was, it's not that what he did was okay and she said everything is fine. It's not true at all. What she said was, I will not let my anger, my hatred, my indignation, my pain, these Nazis still control me. I'm giving it back, giving it away. And so I invite us to think about this at Elul. There are everyone, no one gets through this life unscathed. Everybody's got something or someone who has hurt us badly. And some of us are holding on to it so profoundly. It's natural to be upset for a bit. That's totally natural. But to hold on to it, Elul is a time for shedding. We're going to do tashlich. We're going to get rid of things. We're going to shed things. The leaves eventually are going to shed from the trees. It's a time for us to think, maybe it's time to shed this person who still controls me because I'm still angry at them. Maybe it's time to let them go. That's something to think about in this Elul. So get ready for Rosh Hashanah. Shabbat Shalom.